beautiful Daytona International Speedway. Buck Brotherton steals the pole away from DJ Curtis. And Joshua Secully, Dylan Schwallenberg, Cody Lamas, Zach King, John Gilbert, Joseph Curtis, Seth Cole, Jeffrey White. That's your starting grid. Starting these first 5 rows right there. Coming to the green. It's going to be Buck Brotherton in his 52 car. Don't know what's going to happen to the 51 and 52 next year. So these guys might be racing for their jobs. Green flag is out. We're racing at the World Center of Speed, Daytona. Driving down into turn 1. Look at them. Hauling ass. It's going to take a little bit for these motors to get warmed up. But right now, look at Buck Brotherton. Got a pretty big lead. The 5 of Joshua Secully. Would love to make a name back for himself here at the Sportsman. Last time Joshua Secully drove a car was a Hendrick 24. That was a while ago, and he actually almost won a championship that season. Choked it all the way. That's why he's got that familiar look at number 5 on that Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Rumors of Hendrick Motorsports possibly making a return next season. Looking for the 5, the 48, maybe to join. That's why there's a lot of people not knowing what's going to happen with the 52 and 51 teams or the 48 team next year. Don't know a lot that's going to happen in the upcoming weeks as free agency starts becoming big factors. Maybe wheeling and dealings are going to be happening. We know Joe Gibbs is cleaning house. We know a lot of teams are going to be cleaning house, looking for fresh drivers. No team has given any word except for Joe Gibbs that they're cleaning house. The only Joe Gibbs driver that I know that has done any good has been Alexander Rowe in the 11. And where is it? There he is. He's certainly a little bit further back than he wants to be here at Daytona. Currently sitting deep. Sitting in about 33rd. That might be a good place to start off his Daytona races right there. You got William Brock. Don't know what's going to happen with him next season. He's on the cusp of dropping below the top 35 late in the season. And that would put him in go or go home qualifying. So I think he's good this week. I think the guy who's behind him in points didn't make the show. So he should gain some points there. As Cody Lamas goes to the race lead. Under Joshua Secully getting a push from John Gilbert, last week's winner. You got Jeffrey White behind him. That's a rookie. He was driving a 36 Dodge earlier in the season. Dodge pretty much out of Sportsman. Rusty Shackelford's team has already backed out, so they're no longer attempting races anymore. Look at Robbie Jackson pushing Jessica Kinghart with help from Will Goss and David Diaz, Gator Harrison back there. Tim Randolph, another veteran of Sportsman, also drove the 24 car for a season. It's Tim Randolph, and he's also on a 25. That might be the Hendrick resurgence right there. The 5, the 25. Coming back. Both of them were in go or go qualifying. But I think next season, Sportsman's going to thin itself back out to 40 cars. I think go or go home qualifying really wasn't a success for a lot of these teams. A lot of teams put a lot of money, and now over half of them are gone. We started the season with 30 cars attempting to qualify. Now it's down to 20 cars that are attempted to qualify every week. DJ Curtis still running ahead of Hernandez. Gained 1 point last week, so the points drop. Actually, yeah, 63 was the week before. He's 64 now, so he did lose a point. Don't know how that happened. I think Hernandez might have led a lap, which gave a 1 point advantage. But DJ right now, he's a couple positions ahead of Hernandez. Currently 6. Hernandez not in the top 10. Be a good day if something were to happen to the 24. Robbie Jackson still trying to make it 3 wide. Robbie Jackson's trying to get through this field quick. Seth Cole right there in the 80. driving for his own car, Seth Cole Motorsports. Which now we also heard that this team has been getting some bodies and engines from Full Throttle Motorsports. That's why that car's been so good this season. So Seth Cole has been getting some good bodies, good chassis. Also the 23 that won at Oswego got a motor and a chassis from Full Throttle Motorsports. So Full Throttle Motorsports have been selling some good equipment. As you see, Cody Lamas has led a lot of this race right now in a Full Throttle car. Joey Murphy has had a great season. Look at Seth by himself going to the bottom. No one goes with Seth Cole. Maybe Will Goss will drop down. David Diaz, maybe. John Gilbert's going to take the race lead. Jeffrey White going to stay stuck up in the middle. 4 wide for a split second. Seth Cole still on the inside, thinking a little bit better of it. Now these cars are going slower. It's because the new cars, they got a bigger spoiler on them. So they're going a lot slower here at Daytona. We should see some crazy speed still at Talladega. That's just because of the Talladega package that Sportsman has. Seth Cole getting a big shot from Will Goss on the inside. Jeffrey White, a rookie, leads. Seth Cole, another rookie, currently leading Rookie of the Year standings over Gator Harrison. Oh, Seth Cole getting clear. Going to get a big shove down the front straightaway. Jeffrey White's going to lead that lap. We're halfway here at Daytona. Robbie Jackson telling DJ Curtis, give me a big shove, buddy. We can get to the front. And I think Robbie's actually moving in that middle lane. If you're Seth Cole, do you go to the top or do you stay in front of that 2? He's going to stay dead in front of the 2. Actually, look at him. He's moving to the middle to get in front of Robbie Jackson. Maybe to get a big shove from the 97 car. You can see how far Goss is back. He's beside the 97. Not all the way up to the door. Now he's to the door of Seth Cole. David Diaz gave a big shove. We talked about Alexander Rowe. The only Gibbs car that's really ran phenomenal this season. The rest of them, besides Gator Harrison, sneaking a Mud Summer National win. Actually, it wasn't Gator Harrison that won it. Matt Haas won it. 20, so that's really the only thing the 20's done. They got Gator this year to put in that car. Really didn't do anything. Seth Cole dropping to the middle. David Diaz goes to the race lead. David Diaz has won here at Daytona before. Tim Randolph with a big shove. Cynthia Bright, William Bronk, some guys that are looking for maybe some rides next season. Maybe hoping that Joe Gibbs will get them. Joe Gibbs getting TRD, Toyota Racing Development, to help them out. They've been really struggling ever since the new cars have came out. Really, we haven't seen a lot of Joe Gibbs winning, except Alexander Rose won at Atlanta a couple times. Atlanta and Texas. Now look at him. He's going to go to the lead here at Daytona. That's actually, we're going to ride on board. We got a guy with a helmet cam this week who's a little bit mid-pack. Let's ride on board here with Jonathan Zorlian with the helmet cam. Behind Eric Rodriguez, real deep in the field. You can see there's Hernandez, Zachary Fitzwater. 7,000 RPM is what they're turning. We've seen them turning over 10,000 at Texas. Running about 7K here at Daytona. Ever since Robbie Jackson's terrifying crash at Texas, a lot of things have been talked about for Sportsman. Should this series just go to short tracks? Should it stay off the big plate races? Should we put a bigger plate on them to slow them down? Talladega next week, we're going to run the regular package. Daytona, they did try something, put a bigger plate on it. And I think it's made the racing a little bit better. They're running 3 and 4 wide. Not a big crash like we usually see, and I think DJ Curtis would like to see. If it would take out the 24. The 24 is technically not in the points. I don't know if DJ is 4 wide for second. Blake Warren's going to think better of it. Get out of the throttle. William Brock and the 11 are beating and banging Cynthia Bright in the 40. Takes a big lead. Cynthia Bright actually got up ahead of everybody. Maybe Cynthia can maybe start maintaining some lanes. Blake Warren's going to have to give a big shove here to the William Brock if he wants to maybe get him up there. Bright got a big gap. A big old gap. Actually, Brock's coming with a head of momentum. The Germain Chevrolet. This car's been getting an alliance from RCR, so it's really RCR right now 1-2. Then you have Blake Warren for Roush. You got Carl Johnson for Full Throttle up here. Seth Cole still in the middle. Has not really lost a lot of spots. We thought he would drop back. So's DJ. Also up in the middle. We are 3 wide all the way through the field right now. 3 by 3 by 3. And eventually somebody's going to get a run and want to make it 4. And Cynthia Bright's getting a big push out of the 11. A bigger push than what the 13 has been given. The 51 is shoving the 60. Oh, they're squeezing. Seth Cole actually going to move up to the top lane. Oh, that's going to kill the middle. Seth Cole moves up all the way to the top. And that actually might hurt the top. Cynthia Bryant in the middle. Look at the 13 now going to go to the outside. That leaves the middle wide open. Robbie Jackson going to drop like a rock. Carl Johnson to the lead. Jeff Bright now getting a big shove. Look at the 30. That's Bobby Striggle. The Road Course Ringer Motorsports team. Very small, underfunded team. They've been struggling all year long. Gatlin Downey hasn't even made a race, I don't think, this season. Bobby Striggle getting a big push. This will definitely help his team if he can win. Scott Roush in the 28. For Roush Racing, getting a shove from the 3. 2 famous numbers. Hooking up on the inside lane. The 3 and the 28. There's James Kinghart back there. Will Ford go back-to-back? Or is Bobby Striggle going to hold this one off? Oh, this is going to... If Bobby Striggle can win, this will definitely help that small team. Eric Rodriguez starting a lane by himself. Jeff Bright on the very outside, trying to hold off Bobby Striggle. Scott Roush actually might take this 3 wide to the bottom. Not going to make it. Oh, this is about to be exciting, folks. Coming to the stripe. It's going to be too little, too late, too close to call. They're giving it to Jeff Bright. What a race on the outside. Jeff Bright got a big push from Carl Johnson. And what a run for Bobby Striggle in that 30 Pennzoil Chevrolet. That car has been very underfunded. That team has struggled all year long to try to put something together. The double zero, they actually are thinking just to go into one car and putting Bobby in the double zero. Gatlin Downey has not made a show all season. Or maybe has made one race. And that's not good enough. That team has very much struggled with the go or go home qualifying system. And Bobby Striggle will come home second today at Daytona. Jeff Bright will take that 31 Simba Court Chevrolet to Gatorade Victory Lane. And that man's going to party. Jeff Bright. I think that's his second win this season. And a good one for Jeff Bright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get your official standings. Bright, Striggle, Johnson, Roush, Warren, Eli Bright, Cynthia Bright, James Kinghart, William Brock, Eric Rodriguez, Seth Cole, Jack Lagacy, Robbie Jackson, Alan Matthews. DJ Curtis finishes 15th. Luis Hernandez finished outside the top 30. So DJ will definitely gain some points. Here, the 24 not very strong all day. And you can see the 42 was back there deep. The 88 was also deep back there. Actually, Alan Matthews comes home 14th. But not a good day for the HMS boys, Hernandez Motorsports. Zachary Fitzwater also deep back there. Dylan Schwallenberg finished very far in the back. Something must have happened to the back of the field. They did not run good today. And Dylan Schwallenberg, I mean, he has not ran great all season. He's looking for a reset quick. He sort of reminds us of Will Goss a couple seasons. When Will won the championship, the next season, Will Goss had a very big struggle year. Was running about 20th, 21st every week. And this season, he really came on strong. And, see, he finished 20th. Not a great start. Cody Lamas led a lot of laps in this thing early. He finishes 19th. So there's your official standings. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys next week from Talladega, Alabama. The big boys. We'll see you then.